We're about to watch my YouTube failures and bloopers from 2021. Coming up. Hey 7-4 crew, welcome back. If you don't know me, my name's Kelsey. I'm a 747 pilot. My channel, 7-4 Gear, is all about aviation. I'm not a professional presenter. I've never done anything in media at all. So when I decided to do this, it was kind of surprising to a lot of the people around me. About 3 years ago, I started doing YouTube. I had no idea that it would turn into something this big. When I first started it, just sitting in a hotel room, and now it's come to this. It's pretty crazy. And this year has been a crazy year with the amount of flying that we had going on and juggling everything. I decided to get another editor this year just to take some of the workload off my plate, because a lot of the videos have gotten more complicated, more complex, doing some of the viral debriefs and air traffic control versus pilots and all that stuff. And I decided to get another editor. So around the end of the summer, I put out something. I ended up hiring an editor and a guy from Texas, which works out great. And he's been editing these videos. And one of the first things that I told him when he started editing these videos is take the clips, the blooper clips, and set them aside into a separate folder. I want to review them at the end of the year. So Mike cut all these up and sent them over to me. We're gonna watch them together. And the other person not having their oxygen, the old oxygen. Everybody needs a little oxygen sometimes. The reality is people are human. People are human, Kelsey. Congratulations, you've solved the riddle. Now here's something to take away from this purse clip. From the purse clip. You also wouldn't be changing your transponder code in your box. Change the frequency in my box. This is another video that got sent to me as lot? No. This also, bite my own lip, or my cheek. How's that even possible? Oh, I don't know if you want to put that. If you want to put that in your bloopers. You also wouldn't be trained. The radio controls are also the radio controls. Just take a picture of it and send it to me on my Instagram or twag me. Twag me in the Twitter. As most of you know, I have no problem showing failures and mistakes that I've made as I went through my aviation career. And that's because I think failures is one of the most important things that you can do in your life. A lot of times as we're growing up, we're getting told that failing is the worst thing that you can do. But the reality is that if you continue to do things outside of your comfort zone, that's going to let you grow as a person. And if you fail, you can learn a lot from it. So failing in life is actually, in my opinion, not taking those risks or doing those things that you want to try. If you try to go to flight school, let's say, and you go to flight school and you just fail, you don't make it. Well, there's a lot of things that you can learn from that. There's some things that you may take from that experience that will help you later on in life. If you don't do that, you'll never know, you'll never learn anything, and you'll live in your little bubble where you're always succeeding. And then at the end of the day, you may miss out on a lot of opportunities. So shout out to Mike for sending that over. The other thing that I tried this year, and that none of you ever saw, was I get a lot of different clips that are sent to me via Instagram or sent to me on comment sections on the YouTube videos saying, hey, can you talk about this, or can you look at this? And one of those was a clip of a cop pretending to be a pilot. Check this out.
Attention prisoner, this is your cop captain speaking. First, on behalf of the police department, I'd like to thank you for picking our jurisdiction for an arrest. We know you had your choice of cities. Visibility is clear today. We're set for an on-time arrival to the jail. You'll be entering through cell number 4. Until then, sit back and enjoy the ride and contemplate your ridiculous life decisions.
So when I saw that, someone said, hey, can you react to this? And I thought, I'll do something better. I'll make my own skit. How hard could it be to make a skit? I make YouTube videos all the time. So I got myself a green screen. I wrote myself a little script up, and I was going to do this whole thing. And it failed miserably. It was so bad that when I was putting all the clips together, I didn't even want to send it over to Mike, because I was like, this is terrible. I can't even put this out there for people to watch. And of course, I'm going to share with you a few of the clips now of what happened. Hey, I got all your guys' paperwork. Y'all ready to go? Yeah, 10-4, we're ready to go. You ready to go, Cap? Yeah, we got everything we need. You're good to go. Oh, you need the hat too. The pilot uniform wasn't enough for you? I had this idea of what it would be like if pilots acted like cops, so I got myself a hat that said pilot on it, because the police always have hats that say police. And I tried a few other things, and this skit was, I don't know, 4 or 5 minutes long. I watched it, it was just terrible. So you never saw it, but it was one of my failures. The other thing that I did at the very end, I did this whole flight. I had air traffic control. I did all these scenes. I'm not even going to show them to you. They were terrible. But the very end of the video I did it as a whole flight. So at the very end of the video, it was when the people were coming off the plane, and you know how cops always stand in these different poses. So I had like, I don't know, 10 different poses where I was standing and pretending to act like a cop. And so this is the next scene here. All right, I'm gonna go say bye to the passengers. Welcome to Miami. Hey, great landing, Cap. Y'all have a good day now. Later, bro. 2021 has been a bit of a crazy year for me too. I thought 2021 was going to be normal after the craziness of 2020, but it's been weird. It's been helpful for me because I couldn't go a lot of the places. A lot of things that I talked about at the very beginning of YouTube, I talked about how on my days off I would go and travel and do different things in different places in the world, and I haven't been able to do that, obviously, just like you haven't. I've been traveling the world, but for work it's a little bit different, and then going in your days off and all the restrictions and different countries were locked down and all the rules, and I didn't want to learn all the different rules, so I just said, okay, whatever. It's worked out okay though, because it's really given me a lot of time to focus and make these videos, and then because Mike's been helping me out, it's been freeing up more and more time for me, and so I'm hoping next year I'm able to take you guys on some of the travels that I used to go and do. I'll be able to take you guys on some of these journeys as I go different places in the world, jump seating and going and seeing different things. I'm hoping to take you all with me when I go and do that next year. As this is obviously going to be the last video of 2021, I want to tell you all how much I appreciate all of you for watching these videos, and not just you all that are watching the videos, but really all the people in my life, in and around me, that make my job and everything happens the way it does. I want to tell you how much I appreciate all of you and how much gratitude I have for all of you. So I want to give some thank yous to some of you that are out there. First, I want to thank all of you who've come up to me, seen me in the airport, seen me on the street, seen me at a restaurant, and come up and tell me how much you appreciate watching my videos and how much you enjoy them. It means the world to me. A lot of people came up to me and said that they were at an airport and flying because they were scared of flying, but watching my videos helped them understand things better, and they felt more comfortable to fly somewhere and go on a trip or go on a vacation or go see their friends or family they haven't seen in a long time, and that means a lot to me. I want to thank all the crews that I've flown with. I've flown with a lot of crews, and I always try to pull my weight while I'm flying with them. But, you know, sometimes there's additional things that I'm running around trying to grab a picture before we jump in the van to head back to the hotel, or different things that I'm doing to try to capture stuff to take you guys on a journey with me. Or guys go on a layover or an overnight, and they're like, hey, come out with us. And I'm like, I can't, because I don't have time, because I need to shoot a video like what I'm doing right now. There were some crews that went out to go grab some food, and I was like, I can't, I don't really have the time to go do it. To all the mechanics that keep my planes safe when I'm flying them or when I'm flying on them, thank you so much. I appreciate you guys. To the dispatchers that make sure I always have enough fuel, a safe airport to go to if the one we're planning on doesn't work, or tell me where place I'm parking so I can figure out which runway I'm going to be landing on, thank you so much. To all the flight attendants that I flew with on the few passenger flights that I did, we did some crazy flights, including doing Afghan refugees, flying people back from Afghanistan. Was maybe some of the craziest charter flying I've ever done. The stories on there, I'll save for another day, but that was a crazy thing and something I thought was really cool to be a part of. It's kind of like being the Forrest Gump of aviation, something that I'll look back on when I'm old and go, man, I was part of that whole evolution that happened. So that was really cool, and some of the flight attendants on there were amazing, and some of the things that they did for these people that were coming from Afghanistan, really, it blew my mind. So thank you to all of them. Thank you to all the load masters that load the aircrafts that I fly. You know, the majority of my flying I do is freight, and they are there to make sure that all the containers go in the right spot, that none of the dangerous stuff is with something else that's going to create a problem in flight, and all them doing their jobs, making sure all the containers are locked and in the right spot. They do that, and they help us keep safe up in the air. Now, sometimes they're flying with us, sometimes they're not. So it's nice that they're there doing everything that they can to make sure we're always safe while we're flying. So thank you to all of them. To all the air traffic controllers that are out there that are handling us on the radio, keeping me safe when I'm flying and giving me help when I need some help to get down or vectors or keep planes away from us. All that stuff that you do while I'm flying or while I'm a passenger, I know that's a super stressful job. I appreciate all of you up there, and it's been a crazy time with COVID. I know a lot of you worked some crazy shifts, and you had center shut down, and all these crazy things that I know you guys experienced. I want to thank you all so much. I appreciate you all very much. The rampers that are on the ground every day, that are out in the freezing cold and the rain and the snow, that are out there doing stuff to help this whole thing of flight that you guys see it just from my perspective. There are so many people around me that make these flights happen that a lot of you don't see. But these rampers that are out there in the minus 20 degree weather pushing back my plane, and I'm showing you like some view from the inside when I'm talking, and outside it's minus 20, and there's 20 people out there that are out there making sure the plane is safe and ready to go, and there's nothing that we're going to suck up in the engines when we get ready to take off. All those rampers that do that, thank you all so much. I appreciate you. To all my friends that have had to look at a million different thumbnails and different ideas that I've had for videos that I constantly ask you, what do you think about this thumbnail? What do you think about that thumbnail? Thank you to all of them for continually putting up with me and looking at all my 40 different thumbnail options that I have for a video or any of those types of things. Thank you to all my friends for that. Thank you to Mike, the editor, who's been really helping take a lot of stuff off my plate to make these videos better, to make it so that I'm not burning out and having to take big breaks. Thank you to him very much. Mike, thank you so much. Thank you to all the people making these TikTok videos with tons of misinformation, and thank you to Hollywood for making their videos and all the different content that's been put out there, me explaining that what's real and what's not real. That's been very helpful for the channel this year. It's been a lot of fun for me. It's been a lot of fun for you guys. Some of the videos went viral, so it's been cool to see you all liking it so much that you're sharing it, and it's been in magazines and different articles that people have sent to me. I think it's crazy, but I'm so thankful for all of you that have shared those videos, that liked the videos, that left comments. Thank you to all the people who've left positive comments. That's 99%, 98, 99% of all the comments I get are positive. But thank you to all the haters out there. I find it so funny when you hate on my stuff or say I'm not a real pilot or say I look like Voldemort, and I did those mean comments videos, and I find them really entertaining. Some people find it very offensive. I think they're really funny. So to all the haters out there, thank you. I appreciate you very much. To all of you in the 7-4 crew who get my sense of humor, who like my videos, who found air traffic control videos to send me, who sent me anything, liked any video, watched any video, shared any video, I appreciate you guys more than you can ever know. Thank you very much. I really appreciate you, and that you've got my sense of humor and then you find it funny, or that you get the jokes that I'm implying when I do stuff like the airplane movie. Some people miss all of those jokes. But I appreciate all of you that get my sense of humor. It means the world to me. So 2021, it's been a weird one. 2022, hopefully I can take you on some more vlogs and some journeys around the world with me as I kind of show you the other side of being a pilot that I really haven't had the opportunity as this YouTube thing has been really blowing up, but I haven't been able to do a lot of the other stuff about being a pilot that I think is one of the best parts about being a pilot. So let's see 2022, what kind of doors it opens up. If you want to see the airplane movie I was talking about where most of the jokes got missed because I did it in such a sarcastic way, check out this video here. And if you want to see the most viral video that I ever did, check out this video up here. I look forward to hearing from you. Until then, keep the blue side up.